You know, they say the revolution will not be televised. And it's absolutely right because the revolution is going to happen within you. It's the resurrection that's going to occur. That's not going to be seen on the outside, but it's going to be done by you understanding what needs to take place within you. We can no longer sit in this burning house saying, this is fine while we sip on our coffee, right? We see all these things taking place in front of our eyes. Here in the United States, you have ICE running around, a federal agency snatching up people like you and me. You have a list of criminals that have done heinous things with minors that is not going to be exposed in the way it should be. You have an environment where people are being pegged against one another. And this whole system is perpetuating organized chaos and fear. It's thriving and feeding off your energy. And so, if you're watching this, hopefully you're coming into an awareness of what this reality means for you and I. And it's not that we're operating in fear. It's not that we're being moved by the constant psyopses that are being aimed directly towards our hearts and minds. It's that we're finally saying, hey, this doesn't jive with me anymore. It's not on the vibration that I need to be on. It's no longer conducive to my spirit as a human because I walk in love. I thrive in love. I am a peacemaker. And so you realizing that this inner revolution that's taking place is when you're coming into alignment with Christ. When you're realizing the teachings of the way and the truth of the life really do set us free. And when we're free indeed, we know how to operate. We know how to move. We know how to navigate through this uncertain time. And so you're being called within your spirit because there's a certain stirring, there's a knowing that's happening where you're saying, this isn't right. I cannot stand for being taken advantage of. I cannot stand for being abused anymore. You know, you're putting poison in our foods. You're putting poison in the content that you're pushing out to the children. You're putting poison in the air. I mean, if you go to the store, you could look, especially here in California where I'm at, they have signs labeled outside almost every store, Prop 65. The products that these items are made with are made with chemicals that are known to cause cancer. You know, we're at a point in our lives where we're taking the power back. We are understanding our dominion. We're understanding what's been given to us and how we're supposed to steward that. Your soul. Are you going to sell it willingly? Or are you going to take it into your hands? So many people are going to be waiting. So many people are going to be waiting for something to happen. But Christ said you came to do more. Are you ready to do more? God will always make a way for you. But you have to understand the divinity that's moving and working through and for you. And yes, all things work together for our good. Even these things that we see that are coming out of left field that don't make sense, because now it's pushing us towards a movement where we realize, okay, which voices are going to be heard now? Who is really going to move in spirit and truth? Who's going to stand up and be courageous? Just like David, just like Moses. There's always been a chosen few. Many are called, few are chosen. We all have this same capacity to understand the divinity and the light and the love that works through you. Are you going to stand up? Are you going to speak? Are you going to move? Are you going to walk out on water when you're called? These are the things that we have to understand deeply within us, in that revolution, that inner resurrection is taking place. People are snapping out of the spell that has been cast upon society. And it's going to take a select remnant of strong warriors to help be true leaders in this time, to really stand up for what is right, to speak boldly, even in the face of persecution. Because at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to be complacent in the system of slavery? And it may not seem like that for everybody, because I don't speak for everybody. I speak for myself. But the reality is that you have to operate and move through love. And sometimes moving through love means addressing the things that are in front of your face that are wrong. This poverty that we see all over the world, this imbalance of financial means. The first will be last, and the last will be first, and the meek will inherit the earth. These are the things that are coming. This is the revolution that isn't televised. So I hope that you're beginning to understand and know your truth and walk in wisdom to say, okay, I see what's happening. The veil is thin, and I know how I need to move. I know how I need to operate in this time. And it's gonna take a strong foundation of tribe, members of your true family, members of Christ family, those that are going to do the will of the Father, the will of God, who's always been seated within you, to move in love and say, okay, let's make this change. Let's rise up into what we're called to do. And it may just look like understanding who you are, moving in love, healing your innermost being, and then stepping out and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this higher calling. I know my purpose, whatever it may be to you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just want to leave you with that word today. Wherever you are, may peace be upon you. I know that things are uncertain. We see a lot of things taking place, but this is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this, because in these weakest moments that we're currently in, this is where the power is perfected. So with that being said, much love to you today. Walk in your strength, be bold and courageous, Take care. Talk soon.